Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and ever which part of the world you are. This is Canon for the TV, and it's Glenwyn featuring Guna Matters. Now, I only have two segments for the next 20-25 minutes, and yeah, it's going to be exciting to hear what's being said, and it's going to be exciting to know what my thoughts are. And of course, I wanted to say thank you to Alex, the host and founder, one of the founders of Canon Fodder, just to reach out and allow me to obviously do the things, do the stuff, do the things according to what we know is best. But all of that on the other side of this music in. Welcome back to Canon Fodder TV. As Alex says, the channel for all Arsenal fans all over this world. I don't want your job, Alex. I don't want your job. I am purely just doing the stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. The first segment is football fans abusing our football players. And it's just not that Arsenal, is that every other team for that matter. And I mean, if you can just look at this, and the heading says there, stop the abuse of our players. And I mean, this is bizarre. It is hooligan. It's criminal. It is all sort of negative um, energy that has been passed on over to our players. I mean, these are, first of all, they are human beings. Whichever color they are, whichever nationality they are human beings. And as myself and everybody else that's watching this, and everybody else that's going to a stadium to watch football, you're going to watch human beings running around, entertaining, doing good things for us as how we watch it. So, why do we abuse them? Why do we throw things at them? Why do we curse at them? Why do we kick out on them? Why do we? That's just blatantly criminal. I mean, these people are not allowed close to a stadium where football is playing. I mean, this is a very good gesture. North London stands with Bukayo Saka. I can't continue what I'm saying. It's against the act of racism, I'm assuming, and discrimination. And I mean, he got a lot of flack by the Euros when he missed the penalty, and not just him. I mean, I think it was Rashford as well, and it's all boys of color, and they got a lot of flack being racist towards them, and that's abuse. That is not fair. That is so unfair towards the person, firstly, and then of course his profession is a football player. So we can go on and on and on about all sorts of things, and I mean, our fans has gone hey berserk in the North London derby when a fan kicked out and kicked Aaron Ramsdale in the back, just collecting his water bottle. Yes, you can argue the fact that he has probably done something for that fan to come. But I mean, if you see the footage or if you see things afterwards, where that person came from just to kick Ramsdale in the back, it is bizarre. It is. I'm not even sure if there's a word created for that sort of action. So that is so unfair. And I mean, Kevin De Bruyne on last week Wednesday, when City came to visit Arsenal, and I mean, he had a good game. He scored a goal. He also, I mean, it's a brilliant goal for that, and also he had an assist. Had a good game after so long being struggling to kick a goal or score a goal, and going around the field, taking a long way to freedom. He's been thrown a lot of missiles at, at him, and Arsenal fans were just bad, sore losers. I mean, they're the worst, and it's embarrassing to the club. It's embarrassing to the players. I mean, sore losers. You're losing, so what? It's a brilliant player. It's a legend in himself, Kevin De Bruyne, and I mean, he's been doing well since he's been um, at Manchester City. But now, does it give you the right to throw stuff at him? Does it give you the right? I mean, what if it was a sharp-edged object that has hit him below the eye, in the eye, next to the eye, wherever? That is an attempt to hurt the person. That is an attempt. I'm not sure what the UK laws are for these type of things, but here in South Africa, that is an attempt to brutally hurt that person, harm that person. And I mean, yes, it's a soft object, but that soft object travels from wherever you threw it from. So that is bizarre. And I mean, we need to stop these things. We need to stop um, the abuse of our players. We need to stop the hooliganism, the toxicity, if that is the word pronounced correctly. You come to a stadium to enjoy yourself, to watch the players, to perform, whether it's your own team that you support or a team that it's the opponent, whether they play bad or well. You need to support their talent. You need to. I mean, that was a brilliant goal he scored against us, obviously from a mistake that we've made, but it's a lot of effort to put that ball in the back of the net. And that is something that we should not even consider oppose by throwing stuff at him. That is so bad. I mean, we can't go through these type of things. There's a lot of comments with regards to this, and I'm going to go to that before we obviously continue the discussion. There's probably some things that's going to be said in the comments here. Ange Beer, the First Lady, good afternoon to you. It's afternoon by me. It's probably morning by you. So I'm 2 hours ahead of you. Where? 2 hours ahead of you. How's it, Ange? I hope you're well. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Cannon Fodder, and I hope you're doing well. And sorry for again for early morning messages from me in South Africa. Um, Hello, Ange. That is what he says. Emerson Allen Kazia or Kozia. I'm not sure if that is correct. Good afternoon, Ange, and other gooners watching around the world. Yes, guys, please hit the like, share the video, and of course let us get to that 15, 20 likes. Let us, like Alex says, don't smash it, don't jam it, just press gently, and you would see, whoop, like. That's what we need to do. Hit the like. Morning, Gaffer. That is Ange. Sorry, afternoon. Yes, Angeli, you are so forgiven. It is afternoon. It's exactly 8 minutes past two in Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm assuming it's 8 minutes past 12 in the UK. English Conversation Club. What a That's actually a very interesting name for a channel. Yes, hello everyone, but we as fans need to call out this kind of behavior. And yes, that is what I said. I mean, myself and Alex had a private conversation earlier this morning. And I mean, these people shouldn't be banned for a few games a year, three. They shouldn't come to a stadium again. They shouldn't put their feet into these premises. I mean, that is criminal. I mean, yeah, in South Africa, you'll be jailed for that kind of behavior, and I'm sure charges will. I mean, that one guy that threw the stuff, or the fan that threw the stuff at Kevin De Bruyne, was found guilty, or was rather charged, and the person who kicked Aaron Ramsdale was found guilty last week. So, what is the fine? What is the consequences of that behavior? A few games banned, 3 years banned. Take away your season tickets and go. Don't come again. Please stay away. We don't need toxic behavior in our football. That is just period. We don't need it. Um, Me, man, Emerson here. Okay. At Emerson, hey, good afternoon, Alan Cozier. All right, this is all just hey all. All right, anybody that want to just comment on the fans, except for just saying hi to everybody. I personally felt embarrassed to see Arsenal supporters do that to Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, he's Alex. It's something so sad to experience those type of things. I mean, he had to duck and dive almost for that plastic cup to. I mean, he was very humorous about it. Anybody want a beer type of thing, that sort of thing. He had a wink here and there, but very calm, very collected, and he just went on his bike. And as he walked down towards the dugout, he was just he probably thought in his mind is, what the hell is wrong with these people? My blood is just as red as their blood. I've played a brilliant game of football. I mean, I won you. I've given you everything that you wanted your team to do, but it wasn't their day. I mean, I did it as Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, that's the thought probably I would have, uh, um, having these things thrown at me. So it is embarrassing to experience, and it's very disgraceful. And yeah, I mean, oh well, very disgraceful. And what's with these vile toxic people? Really don't get it, for sure. And I mean, if you look at just again, um, I don't know if you can see much of that. If you look at the little block of the picture where Kevin De Bruyne is, there's a white object where he's ducking to just prevent that thing from hitting him. And I mean, that must be somebody right there in front. I mean, that's a plastic thing. So a plastic thing cup traveling from where he is until where it's thrown from, it's not far away. So you probably seen that person. He's probably made eye contact with that person, and oh man, it is so sad to see these things that these players are going through. Um, ABH, GBH, two terms we use. Richard, I'm not sure what that means. ABH, GBH. If you maybe can just spell it out and not abbreviate it. I get confused, and that's not hard on them. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a Monday afternoon, and you don't want to get confused. And yes, like button Dan. I hope you didn't break the like button, Angie. So yeah. So when we see this kind of behavior from our supporters, can we really claim we have class? Uh, that is a no. That's a no, because class doesn't. You know what? When I was in a full-time ministry for a year in youth ministry, that was back in 1996. And our pastor's wife, she's English. She's an English lady by birth, and obviously grew up in England. And for us youngsters, we obviously had to learn certain things. And this is now simple etiquette: is to sit alongside a table or sit around a table of a dinner table. The plain thing is, when a lady comes, you get up, you either pull the chair out and pull it back. That's etiquette. The way you start eating, and I mean, you guys from UK will probably know much better than this, is a royalty in terms of how do you eat, from which side do you eat, from the back, from the outside in. How do you sort of conduct yourself around the table? So you've got all sorts of. This is now an analogy from a dinner table type of thing, but going out, surely, pardon me, surely our parents has taught us, afternoon ma'am, afternoon sir, thank you, or please, or whatever. That's mannerism, that's behavior. So going to an event, you need to take all those things with you. So is that class? No, it's not class. Throwing things at another human being is not class. That is totally, it's barbaric. It is. It's animal. It's oh, give me more words. How to describe this thing? It is not class. I don't think that you can even class as class. Yes, live band. I totally agree with you, Ange. And there's a question posed at me by Mr. Cannon Fodder TV. Gunnar Matters, do you think social media can be blamed for this kind of abuse we see? Of course. I mean, um, it's funny that you asked that question. And earlier on, I've scrolled through YouTube, and there was, I can't remember, it was this channel that records all the fans, Arsenal fans, or YouTubers, or content creators. Um, I mean, I'm not going to name the names. You guys probably know some of them, or probably all of them. And I watched through it, and, it was interesting to see how sort of black and white change, or how salt and pepper change, or snow and heat, or lava, whatever you want to call, how that is the opposite of each other, but it changed so quickly. Um, the first goal Villa scored. Oh bloody hell! If and this, if and that, and it's a whole lot of peeps, peeps, peeps. And the first word that says is that Zinchenko, you must be benched. You must not play again for Arsenal, because he gave the goal, the ball away, and the goal came through that. He's just this, and he's just that, and oh no, the decision that the manager has made about this and about that, and it is so wrong. 5 minutes into the game, Villa scored. The one guy said, "Oh, there goes the season. Our season is over. This stream is over." 5 minutes in. I mean, there's still a whole lot of game to play. There's a lot of match to play, and these guys, one goal, one mistake, has claimed that Arsenal season is kaput. Now, kaput in South Africa means it's over, it's finished, it's done. And these guys are going on like that. After a while, 16th minute, equalizer. Yay! Arsenal will be back on top, even if it's just for 1 point. And they're praising the praises, I mean, of Arsenal. And again, another goal scored against us, 2-1. Oh, the same old, same old, same old. And then, of course, the equalizer came, the winning goals came, and Arsenal is the best again. So the media, Alex, is not helping. That's why I always say consistency of us as a fan base. We need to be consistent. Well, if you're consistently breaking the team down, then do it consistently. Don't change every other game, every other play, every other goal. Don't change it. Then just be consistent in what you do. Be consistently negative, or be consistently positive, or be consistent in everything that you've done from the word go when the season started, from the first whistle. So the abuse from content creators in the media, the mainstream media. I mean, Gabia Abranglo, and I'm going to name his name. He said uh, Martinelli was rubbish, or rubbish before the goal he scored, because he celebrated before he even scored the goal, and he called Martinelli out to be rubbish. He's an ex-player. He has played for Aston Villa, and being in the mainstream media of Talk Sport, come out to say that type of thing of a young player, that is demolishing the player's character. That is totally breaking that player down. That is totally against the etiquette of human being. You can't go call out the player and tell him that you're rubbish on mainstream media. That is so bizarre. So yes, Alex, the abuse of what the media allows, it's really pathetic. It is pathetic. I really do. I don't know what to say further than that. There are four major football offences: foul and abusive language, drinking in the view of the pitch and entering the field of play, and throwing of objects, and all carry various charges from the court. All right, that's some insights from the UK perspective. So yeah, thank you for that, Emerson. So yeah, that's something interesting to know. Every offense has got a different charge. Purely, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Hi up, Gunners. Hello, Ashley D. Welcome to Canon Fodder featuring Guna Matters. Actual body harm, grievous bodily harm. Yes, that's totally okay. Is that what you mean by what you said earlier on? Known as ABH and GBH. Okay, cool. Actual body harm and grievous body harm. I understand now, Richard. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Um, Canon Fodder says, yes, I think there are signs at the Emirates which says if you see or hear something, report it. But now, Alex, that is the thing. Is that really reported? I mean, there's a guy sitting next to me and he's throwing something at any player, or he's throwing a missile towards the field where there's players there. It's my duty as a fan and as a person, as a human being first, to tell him, mate, no, this is not supposed to happen. Or in my silence towards him, I will go and say, policeman or whoever the security or policing is on the day, I'm sitting at row H12 and row H13 has thrown this thing. Is that really happening? I don't know. So at the end of the day, is that thing is good and well to say, if you see or hear something, report it. Our fans must come together and I mean they say H12 has thrown it, or don't gang up on the person and harm him again or her. Just report it and say, I'm gonna report you, or I'm gonna take you to come, mate, help me, take this person to the office of wherever he can be arrested. But we need to do something about it. We can't just keep quiet and say afterwards, "Oh, I saw that guy, or I saw that woman, or I saw that person through something." Go report it to the correct people. Go report it that before that person leaves the stadium, he can be dealt with. He can be arrested. That is what should be done. But I'm gonna rather put my finger on my lip and say, "I didn't see anything." It's easy for a manager or for a player. Did you see that penalty? Did you see that red card? No, I didn't see it. But you, as a fan, you saw what has just happened. So don't say I didn't see it. Go and report it immediately, because it is. I mean, that thing can come from behind you and hit you. Didn't even reach the pitch, and you are the victim thereof. Of that is what not what wasn't even meant for you, but it was meant for Kevin De Bruyne or Aaron Ramsdale or even Mikel Arteta. That missile was meant for each one, for one of them, but it didn't reach them, so it come to you. But you saw something and you didn't keep quiet. So karma might just happen. I'm not saying that it will, but let's speak up, me people. Let's speak up. Where was I? Yeah. Hey everyone, Goodness for Life. Olvi, I don't know how to pronounce it. Olvi, good afternoon. DWTT, hello Glenwyn, hello Gary. And yes, this is another content creator, and I don't think Alex will mind me saying this. Go and subscribe to DWTT. He's on a Saturday afternoon normally, Saturday morning in his time. He's out in New Jersey. So welcome, Gary. Thank you for the support. Hit the like, people. We are 19 on here, so hit the like. Let's get to 50 likes. Share the video and let us get this message out there. Stop the abuse of our players, not just Arsenal players, football players in general. Let us get this message out there. Be sure to well, there, Alex said it. Be sure to smash the like button. All right, Alex, just gently press it, not smash it. Gently press. I'm gonna get a message after this and say, Glenwan, you're doing things. You're doing things. Alex, just gently press it. Just put it down. Oh, golly, golly me. DWTT, good morning to you. When are we going to see you back on the channel? Yes, that is something I also want to know. Gary, when are you going to go back to the Canon for the TV Easy Talk, or maybe a Monday night or Sunday night show? Uh, Richard is saying, do you know that's the first goal? That's the first goal we have conceded in the first 15 minutes of the game, and actually 61 to 75 minutes is the period of the game we concede most goals. Oh, okay. Uh, you're the stats man. You are the statistics man. So thank you for that stat, Richard. And then of course you can call me a prune, but I just don't like the to hear bad language on social media. It's a real turn off. Yes, Alex, that is true. I mean, this is what I've learned from you, by the way, is that I always tell before I go live and I've got guests on my show, and I say, this is the rules. Don't swear, don't foul play. You can rant, but keep it clean, and that's it. And I mean, it just gives you good content to obviously to listen, because you don't want to start listening to all sorts of if and this and if and that, and oh my word, it's yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And I think Richard is agreeing with that. Yes, Alex, I hate swearing and ranting on social media, YouTube channels. Afternoon, everyone. The assembled, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to touch the like button and subscribe. I'm going to just go to the another two more messages, and then I'm going to go to the next segment. Regarding the Ramsdale incident, the judge gave the wrong verdict for and 4.5 year ban and a 12-month community order, and pay Ramsdale £100. Got it wrong, and Tottenham have banned him for life. Okay, that's weird. Good thing Tottenham has banned him for life. So yeah, whether it's an Arsenal or Tottenham fan, you should not do that at all. You should not do that at all. £100 fine and 12-month community service with a 4.5 year ban. Should You should stay away completely. Pardon me. Hello, Alex. I hope to be yeah. All right. I hope to be soon. That this time difference thing. Yeah, it's hectic. I mean, UK and America. Atrocious is the word you're looking for. Swearing on the show. Yes, the atrocious. It's atrocious. Ange Beer, I have been known to rant just a little bit, but never swear. My mom would kill. All right, let's go into the next segment. So that was the abuse of football fans. I mean, Arsenal fans or Arsenal players has obviously been abused by their own. If you can remember Granit Xhaka, he obviously politely apologized of a year or two after. But yeah, I think even what it did was not right. But was that abuse necessary? I think he was also, his family was threatened. Do you go to the person's family to threaten them? How's that? Humane? Is that the phrase? Is that part of humanity? No, it's not. It is bizarre. It is hooliganism. It is toxicity. Ah, man, the word goes. So this is the next the next segment. Arsenal fans are the worst losers. Arteta out. Training manager. He's an he's an embarrassing to the Arsenal family base. He's a joke. He's not good enough. Look at all those words. That is just a couple of words or a couple of phrases towards the manager of the team that we love. He's been there since 2019, and if I'm correctly, that is 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now it is the beginning of the 2023 year. Almost 5 well, not 5 years. It's about 4 years because he came in on 2019, December 2019. So it's about 4 years. And there's so many things that's been said ever since, even till today, even until the loss of against Everton, and the draw against Brentford, and the loss against City. I mean, that was the cherry on top. Is when City won Arsenal at home 3-1. Mikel Arteta is not good enough. He is an embarrassment. He is, pardon me, he's a joke. He's that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Again, human being first. He's a manager that we all knew is not going to go anywhere. He had a process. Trust the process, remember? Trust the process. He could have been like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He could have been like Frank Lampard. He could have been like Steven Gerrard. He could have been like every other Chelsea manager that has got the sack. But Mikel Arteta was backed by the ownership and the club. And we all have thoughts about this. But does it mean we must abuse the man? Like we now spoke about the players, now fans in the whole, whether it's opposing fans or our own fans, they will abuse players. But our own fans is abusing the manager of the team they support. Is that right? Is that even the same? Is that not the same rather as abusing players? That is exactly the same because we're abusing the manager that has brought the change. Yes, his first season he's won the FA Cup and he's ended eighth. The following season he's ended eighth. And then we heard he's not good enough, he's this, he's that, he's a tinker man, he's a training manager. He's training on the job. And so far, I believe, this is my opinion, this is not the opinion and the viewpoint of Cannon Fodder or Gunnar. This is my opinion. My personal opinion is he has made a difference, irrespective of how he started. And again, we all know it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So stop the abuse, almost said of our children. Stop the abuse of players, of the manager. It is pathetic. It is embarrassing to be an Arsenal fan to hear people say. I mean, I had a huge argument on one of our contributors' Facebook channel, Facebook page, on Arsenal 101 Facebook page. There was this guy who commented something, and I called him out, and I think it took offense, and I apologized after a while, and but you know what? It is embarrassing to know that there's so many fans, Arsenal fans, that don't want to see Arsenal succeed under Mikel Arteta. Now, whether it's George Graham, whether it's Arsene Wenger, whether it's Mikel Arteta, I don't know any other manager before then. Pardon me. Um, the team I support is Arsenal, the Gunners, and whoever manager is in there, I will support the team, including that manager. I will criticize the manager, but I would not abuse him. I will not put any abusive content or words towards him. No. Because, firstly, again, I'm a human being and I'm a manager of a building supply store. And if I get abused by customers on a daily basis, I call them out. There was one time that I said to this customer, go out of the store, you never come back. And he went to complain, and I still, to this day, will do it again. If you start abusing me personally or my staff, then you will hear of me. So don't abuse the person. Criticize his methods, perhaps. Criticize the things that you don't agree with. But don't go and threaten him. Don't go and confront him with in his personal space while he's leaving the colony in his car. I mean, fans has confronted him in his car. That is not right. That is not good. That is not things that we should do. If you want to criticize the manager's methods, do it in a respectful way. Arteta is a tinker man. Yes, he was. He has changed the team every week in and out the first two seasons. And we all complained about it. But that doesn't give us any right to call him all sorts of abusive phrases or names or things. It should not be like that. He has got Arsenal fans, or Arsenal to this point, where we can celebrate every win, where we can celebrate only losses, three losses, sorry, and a few draws, and yet we're still top of the league. We've matched every team in the football sense. Yes, we make mistakes, and yes, we are far from where we should be. But does that give us as fans the right to abuse these people? No, we don't have the right to abuse them. We are 26 people in here. Please hit the like, make it 50, make it 100, make it even 1,000, and let's get this message out. Please, guys, we need to get these messages out. I'm in South Africa, and I'm passionate about the abuse of our players and the abuse of our manager. I'm very passionate about it because I believe we can do well. I'm not saying Arteta is the man to take us to the highest heights. He might not be that man, but he's the man for this time now. He's the man that's there now, and he's the man that has brought the change, and he's the man to get the stepping stone and move on. Yes, he will make mistakes because he's still training on the job. Yes, he will make brilliant gestures. And yes, he will manage brilliantly, but he will still make mistakes. The best managers, even Alex Ferguson, Wenger, every best, the manager that has been in teams for long, that has done well in those teams, they all make mistakes. You know why? We are human. Oh, that's a mouthful, eh? Yes, atrocious is the word you're looking for, and that is what I've said earlier on. Okay, here's it. There's ranting and there's ranting. I think, Ange, that is spelled the same no matter how you try to say it. Rant a little bit, that depends. Yeah, dissembled, that depends, I'm sure. Boyd Sakala. Hi, Alex. I am new here. Sorry, I'm not Alex, but this is this show. But yes, I will read it to you. Will obviously is. Hi, Alex. I am new to here or new year. I need a huge welcome. That goal for Martinez was just so amazing. You are right. All players must be protected. Welcome, Boyd Sakala, and I hope you enjoyed your stay while you're here. And please hit the like, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Guna Matters, and you will get all this type of content clean and not pure, but clean. There will be a bit of ranting here, a bit of ranting there. As Anne says, there is ranting and there is ranting. And then, of course, welcome, Boyd Sakala. Thank you for the support. And what a goal. What a goal. He was the man of the match in his own mind. The assembled, I just don't get why some fans have such an extreme view when we lose and an extreme view when we win. Now, again, like I refer back to that video that I've seen early on YouTube. I can't remember because it's so embarrassing to watch. Is that firstly they talk down at the team, then they call out names, then they call out the manager, and then they this and they that. And the minute they equalize, yo, we're back there. And then they go down again 2-1. And yo, we're back there when we equalize. And yo, what a shot. I told you, I told you, I told you, Jorginho. And they are the first people that said, no, we won't, we don't want Jorginho. But now they're singing the praises of Jorginho. And Zinchenko scored the equalizer, the second equalizer, and they called him out by giving the ball away the first time. So in that same stream they are doing the watch alongs with is that they first badmouth you, they call you out to be this and be that, they abuse you, and the minute you do something good, they praise you. It is bizarre. I mean, when you lose, take it on the chin and make your critics known and do it politely and clean. But is it necessary to go on? Oh, they hit the platforms they sitting with, and oh, this and all of that and all sorts of swear words. I don't get it myself, man. It is they're looking for all sorts of likes and yeah, I don't know what more. They make me laugh with those statements, and of course they could do a better job as manager. Yeah, every fan is a better manager than Mikel Arteta, I'm sure. Mikel has transformed Arsenal, man. Yes, he did. He did, irrespective of what we all think or thought of him in the beginning. But he loves the team. He loves the club. Um, so yeah, I think he's he's the man for now. At Ange, I have been Arteta's sternest critique, but never had this hyperbolic view. Yeah. So, yeah, I know, Alex, you were one of those that is really, yes, really sorry. I was just distracted by my son. Yeah, you were one of the critics, big critics of Arteta in the beginning, and you know what? You can criticize the person because we are so used to a certain way of how managers should be, and I believe I myself was a critic, but it depends on how you justify it afterwards. I was the first one, in my opinion, to say I was wrong. I'm sorry, I didn't do it right. If I could say to him, I'm sorry, Arteta, then I would probably have said it to him. It's all opinion, really. Most feel let down when the same mistakes are repeated season in, season out. But the assembled, does that really give us the reason to abuse the person? I mean, that is abuse. You want to call it what you want, but it's abuse. Yes, it's opinion about the mistakes he makes, and it's an opinion about all sorts of things. And I mean, I'm the one person. Guna matters. Your opinion matters. I'm the one person to allow people to put out their opinions, but you must call it, if it's abuse. You must really call it out. I mean, he doesn't need the abuse. Yes, we can critique him and we can put all sorts of things. This mistake and that mistake is repeated, but let's hope and believe that he can make a change in that. Boyd says, and I for one, I have trusted Arteta from the word go. I could see the leadership in him. I mean, you're one of most. There's a lot of fans that has believed Arteta in the beginning. There's also a lot of fans that did not believe in Arteta, and there's a lot of fans that still don't believe in Arteta. And you gotta understand is that I'm not saying Arteta is gonna be at Arsenal and take Arsenal as far as they never been. He might. Don't get me wrong, he might. But we all know Arteta is still learning on the job. He's doing a darn good job of it. There is negatives, but there's a lot of positives as well. There are no police inside the stadium unless the stadium manager requests them, and clubs asks their response teams to deal with it, and then the police deal with it in the so-called areas of stadium. But Emerson, the question well, the thing that Alex said earlier on, there is notice on all over the show and on the Emirates is that if you see or hear something, report it. Yes, maybe they must go to an office or whatever. They can send an email, but do it as soon as you can. And if there is no police, pardon me, if there's no police right there, make sure that you report it to the correct people and let those people get dealt with because they don't belong there. I know, Alex. I don't know what you're talking about, Ange. Boyd Sakala, there will be more challenges ahead this season. Arteta is still a rookie manager, but he needs the players and the supporters on his side. That's exactly what needs to happen. There's still a lot of things to be learned as a manager, and I think him being a young manager and being a manager of such a big entity and such a big club, there's so much pressure on him, and I think those are the things that he's taken on himself to say that he can and he will, and he with the right support, he can do it. There will be times that you will fail, and there will be times that you will succeed, and there will be times that all of us will come to a point and say, Arteta did it, or Arteta didn't do it. But we as fans need to get behind the team and every person in that on that list that forms the teams, the manager, the coaching staff, the players, the subs, everybody, the doctors, the physios, everybody is part of that team, and we need to back them. The Cronkies, however, get out. I just had to put that in there. Sorry, man. Constructive criticism is different to abuse. That is correct, totally. Those that do not want Ateta are not genuine Gunners fans. I will disagree with you, Boyd. You will get genuine fans. I mean, there's a lot of them on this platform. There's a lot of genuine fans that supporting Arsenal that might not support Arteta. However, they don't abuse Arteta. They will criticize Arteta, and they will say things that where he's gone wrong. They might not believe Arteta is the person to take Arsenal far, but I think they respect the office that he holds. But that doesn't mean that they're not genuine fans. That is just what I've seen. Alex, 4-year rookie. Is that a question to Alex, the assembled? I'm sure that is. The assembled. So, what point do we say he is experienced? Glenwood, would you say Arsenal should win the league this year? You know what? I'm going to be consistent in an answer to that. The assembled is that I've said it halfway and I've said it 3 games ago. There's still a lot of football to be played. And I'm going to be consistent. And I've mentioned it on the group, the WhatsApp group. When I started the season on my show Guna Matters, I think Gary was part of it. DWTT I had him on the show, and then of course another few guests. My prediction for the final whistle, the season predict the season table top four is as follows: Manchester City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, and Chelsea fourth. Other than that, that is irrelevant. However, there is a lot of changes happening in those top four. There's two teams in that top four that I predicted that are still there, but in a different position. So I probably will be proved wrong with my prediction, but I will still stick to it. City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth. The other social media channels, their fan base are so fickle whilst doing their interviews, and when we are good, they praise him, and the same channel did the same with Arsene Wenger. Yeah, guys, there's still a lot of things to be said here. I'm not gonna get through all that. I think I've been well over the time. I must head back to work. I just took a lunch break, but nonetheless, leave your comments in there. Put it down, hit the like, share the video. We need to get the content out there to stop the abuse, firstly, of the players, of football players. Stop the abuse of football players. I will put it up there again. stop the abuse of our players. Um, where's this thing now? Pardon me. Um, so yeah, let us get it out there. Share the video. Those who are new, subscribe to Cannon Fodder. Subscribe to Guna Matters. And Alex is saying here, be sure to touch gently the like button and touch it. I wish you could see um, touch. You know, touch. So yeah, please, guys. I'm gonna call it there. There's so many things to be said still, and I think we can. Alex, with your with your permission, I'll probably do it on my show as well. Just to continue with this message, to continue from our side as content creators to create that awareness that the abuse of players and of our managers is not is not is not right. We need to really we need to really um, protect these players, to protect the people, because like I said earlier on, firstly, they are human beings. They are human beings. There's one more interesting statement here. Is the assembled, we will never see a manager staying at the club like Arson. That is for sure. I think for Arteta to be considered experienced, he would need to manage other clubs, yes, in order to show that he is capable to do the exact same thing there. This is his first job, and it's a major job for that. So you need to go to another team, another major club, a big club, like a Barca, like a Real, like a PSG, Bayern Munich, even City or whoever. He must go there and go show that he can do it. What he's done here, go do it there and better. Then we will look at the trend. Then we will see a pattern, and because of that, like in every form of habit, 21 days is considered a habit of doing something continuously. So he's got 5 or 4 years already with Arsenal. So he needs to stay in that habit of doing something all the time. And that's how we will gain experience. Here's something interesting again. Lynn Simpson, welcome, Lynn. For the first time I see your comment is that for me with Mikkel, we need to start supporting him because for all the elite managers we have in the PL and the experience, they have not achieved what Mikkel has with such a young squad. And I think that is the comment of the day. Well done. Lynn, that is my comment of the day, and thank you for that. No manager has done what he's done. Yes, Alex Ferguson had a young team. He had a young team, but he's not. It's not the same. It's not the same. But anyway, guys, we've come to an end. We've come to a point where I need to move on. I need to get back to the office. I need to get things done. It is now more than almost an hour. Was meant to have 20 minutes. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. Hit the like still, and those who's going to watch afterwards, hit the like, share the video, and let's keep on. Let's make a commitment, Alex, and the content creators out there. Let's make a commitment to do this every so now and then, not just when there is abuse happening. Let's do it every so now and then. Let's create these awarenesses for people out there to stop doing the things they do towards our players, to abuse these players. My boss always said, the one who makes the biggest noise, you will get everything done. So yes, let's go out there, let's have fun, let's do the things we do. And what you've just seen was Cannon Fodder TV.